Dear mariners, welcome to my channel The Sailing Beast. Please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates on upcoming videos. Question: explains Wreck Removal Convention. Answer: the Nairobi International Convention on the Removal of Wrecks, 2007, also known as the Wreck Removal Convention, WRC, entered into force on April 14, 2015. More than 50 states have now ratified the WRC. The WRC includes a requirement for owners of vessels 300 GT and higher to have compulsory insurance to provide for wreck removal costs. While P&I clubs are familiar with the WRC and providing the required proof of compulsory wreck removal insurance, the extension of the WRC provisions to territorial seas and to domestic vessels means that ship owners will likely be looking more and more to non-P&I club insurers for the necessary insurance. Ship owners operating only domestically may be more accustomed to relying upon the non-P&I club marine insurers by reason of pricing or their country's licensing requirements, which limit P&I club participation in their market. P&I clubs themselves may be risk-adverse to accepting barges used only in domestic voyages, often ranging from 500 GT to 5000 GT. Insurance or financial guarantee. Article 12 of the WRC imposes a compulsory insurance regime for vessels 300 GT and up, wreck removal insurance. The wreck removal insurance required by the WRC is really a financial guarantee issued by the insurer, or other party, to reimburse third parties for wreck removal and other costs if the owner of a vessel fails to do so. Under Article 10 of the WRC, the only defenses available to a vessel owner to avoid paying for wreck removal costs are if the maritime casualty resulted from an act of war, hostilities, civil war, insurrection, or a natural phenomenon of an exceptional, inevitable and irresistible character, was wholly caused by an act or omission done with intent to cause damage by a third party, or was wholly caused by the negligence or other wrongful act of any government or other authority responsible for the maintenance of lights or other navigational aids in the exercise of that function. The party providing wreck removal insurance can rely on the WRC Article 10 defenses and one additional defense, if the maritime casualty was caused by the willful misconduct of the registered owner. This means that a wreck removal claim must still be paid out under wreck removal insurance even if a maritime casualty occurs when the vessel is sailing hundreds of miles outside of its trading warranty set out in its insurance policies. The vessel is unseaworthy, i.e. the captain is incompetent due to being illegally impaired by drugs or alcohol. The vessel is being used for an illegal purpose such as importing illicit drugs, or the owner of the vessel failed to comply with any warranty in its insurance policies to perform repairs specified in a survey report within a certain period of time. Therefore, insurers may want to include express provisions in the wreck removal insurance policies to entitle them to at least attempt to recover from the insured any amount paid out for claims that may have been caused or contributed to by a breach of that contract, or the underlying hull and machinery or P&I insurance policies for the vessel. Cap to wreck removal insurance. In exchange for providing the guarantee of financial responsibility, the party providing the wreck removal insurance is permitted to limit its liability to the vessel's limitation amount pursuant to the Convention on Limitation of Liability for Maritime Claims, the Limitation Convention. This is important because in some countries, such as Canada, vessel owners themselves cannot avail themselves of limitation for wreck removal claims. Even if the state involved has exempted claims related to wreck removal from the Limitation Convention, the insurer can limit its liability under the wreck removal insurance. However, this may be of limited comfort because under the Limitation Convention the property damage limitation amount for a 300 GT vessel is approximately $2 million. The limitation amount increases as the vessel gets larger. This is still a very significant amount to pay out in circumstances that an insured may be in breach of its underlying marine insurance policies. One other difficulty which may be encountered by the non-P&I club market is the fact that the limitation of liability in many countries is based on special drawing rights, ESDs, which is a currency used for international conventions based on an averaging of 5 international currencies: the US dollar, Euro, Japanese yen, British pound sterling and Chinese renminbi. During the last 5 years, the value of 100 ASMs has ranged from a low of $122 to a high of $151, and it can fluctuate throughout the day just like any other currency. Therefore, the REC removal insurance is for a maximum amount that can vary significantly even over the course of a 1-year policy. Extension to territorial seas. Under the WRC, a state may extend the application of the WRC and the obligation to carry REC removal insurance to its territorial seas. To date, more than 20 countries have assented to the territorial extension under Article 3(2) of the WRC, including Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Japan, Panama, Sweden and the United Kingdom. A county's territorial sea normally extends 12 nautical miles from the coastal baseline. If states do not extend